Hello, everybody. If you are tuning in from Facebook, you are just in time for the mains here on Saturday at Radio Control Headquarters in Rolling Oaks Mall. We have got our Mini Z Kyosho box stock class coming up. Marshals, if I can get you in position, we will get this race started. We've got Greg Segovia taking off first, then Mark Pena, Steve Leiter, Diego Robles, Tony Hall. Did Tony leave? Where is Tony? Oh, there he is. Tony is, wanted to let everybody know that is not a hat that he's wearing. He prefers to think of it as a brim. So Tony's sporting the cool brim today. Tony, if I can get you to check in, please, sir. And if you're tuning in from our streaming, welcome. Beautiful Saturday afternoon in San Antonio, Texas. It's especially nice indoors. We got a good turnout for our box stock. Though we are running also a layout provided to us that is exactly the same layout that is being run in Maryland right now at RC Undergrounds. I believe it is the PN East Coast Regional Championship going on over there. We've got some of our racers over there, Melinda, Ethan, Matt, and I think that might be it. All right, drivers, we are going to be switching over to an all-start, so let's get them lined up. Greg, you are going to be on the pole, that number 1 spot. Mark, number 2. Steve, number 3. Chris, thank you, Chris, if you help light them up. Diego, position number 4. And young Tony Hall, position number 5. All right. Drivers, are you ready? Oh, a little trouble right there at the start, but we're going to go with it. That was a self-imposed jam into the wall, but other than that, we've got a good, clean start. See, this is box stock. We'll talk about box stock here for a second while they're getting their tires warmed up, clicking into some laps. Drivers, this is a 4-minute race. Not sure why this was only a 4-minute race, but it is. B-mains are 4 minutes. Okay. Anyhow, box stock, these cars are taken out of the box. Everything is exactly as it came with the exception of tires and T-plates, which is the rear suspension. Other than that, nothing can be changed on the cars. You've got to run them like they came. That's what makes it a driver's class. You cannot buy a win. There's really nothing that you can do other than get your car as balanced and rolling and operating as freely as possible, then working on your driving. So that is box stock racing here the way RCHQ does it. Two minutes, 35 seconds left in this somewhat shortened up race. Let me see if I can figure out how to add some time to it. No, I cannot. Sorry, guys. All right, so it's Greg out front. The top 2 cars are going to bump. So Greg and Diego, 1 and 2. But not that far back. Mark is only 1.8 seconds back. So really, this is still just about anybody's race. Greg, however, has about a 17-second lap. So he's in really good shape for moving up. The leader is that white. I believe it's an Audi coming through the middle underneath RCHQ tube right now and down the back straight. That is your leader underneath the loop. Yes, Greg. And then Mark Pena. I believe, yep, Mark just flipped. Marshall made his way over to him, got him going. He's in that yellow Le Mans car coming through the middle of the track. Oh, that is your second place car. Steve Leiter going to be able to probably make up some time. Let's see how he did. Steve, where's Steve? We're waiting on him. There he is. Okay, no, it looks like these top two guys got plenty of room. But also, if you think we're running late, we're not. We decided to run a third qualifier today. I got talked into it, and it was fine with me. Got a good, smooth program running
1 minute
here.
left.
Marshals are showing up promptly. Races are getting started right on time, so we figured we'd squeeze a little bit more racing in and run a 3 qualifier setup. So it's Greg out front by 16 seconds. Mark, you're in
45
second.
seconds left.
Steve, 16 seconds back. So really about the only race on the track is between Diego and Steve for that third place. Coming up next is going to be our B main for, here it is. Oh, our B main for
left.
Open. Alex Cruz, Daniel Ayala, Ronnie Pena, Philip Carter, Adam De La Rosa, and William Norris. You are up next. B main Open class. So in the final 15 seconds, Greg out
15
front.
seconds left.
Mark second, Steve third, Diego fourth, and Tony fifth. Drivers, remember, do not go back to your pits. Drop your car in the impound. Head out for your marshaling. Oh, we got a car off the track right here in the front. Marshals converging. Looks like we got cars everywhere. There we go. All right. You will be done
Mark
when you
Pena
cross
done.
under the loop.
Racer X done. Ziggy done.
All right, just
All
waiting on
drivers
Diego, and that
finished.
is it.
Diego Robles done.
Okay,
The race is
Greg and
completed.
Mark, congratulations. Moving up to the A main. Okay, I'm going to see if I can add a minute onto this next race before we start it. Drivers, you can take the driver's stand, but please do not take the track till we get our marshals in place. You bumped. You bumped. Yeah, Mark, you bumped. Okay.
Up next, race number 2.
All right.
Mini
Yes,
G
this
Open.
is a 5-minute race. I
main.
do not know why that
Race order
race
is
was only 4 minutes.
Alex Cruz,
That got by me. I
Daniel
apologize,
Ayala,
drivers. I cheated you out
Ronnie
of a minute.
Pena,
But I gave you an extra
Nichols,
qualifier, so we're even.
Adam De La Rosa, William, the Texas Timber,
Okay,
Norris.
so let's see here. My marshals are Greg, Mark. Where is Greg? There he is. He's out there already. Steve's out there. Diego. There's Diego. Okay,
Alex
we got
Cruz.
our marshals. Drivers, take the track. As if you
Daniel
haven't
Ayala.
already.
Adam De La Rosa, William, the Texas Timber, Norris.
And for those of you just tuning in, Adam De La Rosa automatically wins this race because he brought me lunch. All right. So there's a lesson in that. Make sure
2
I'm well
minutes to the
fed.
start of the race.
Okay, looking for Ronnie, who is not running this.
McCool's.
And there's McCool. Oh, yeah, you're out of this one. Okay. Ronnie says I'm too fast for these guys. I'm not even going to bother with running this class. Wow. Yeah, wow. Speaking of Ronnie, he's got a little side hustle going on right now. If you have any veins, deep vein thrombosis or any other kind of varicose type of situation, he'll gladly remove that vein from your leg. He's offered it to do for me several times, which I have categorically declined. All right, drivers got about 30 seconds left in your warm-up. Them heating them tires. As you know, top 2 advance. As you also know, I want
1
Adam to
minute
win.
to the start of the race.
Okay, if the straightaway is closed, let's get them lined up. We've got Alex Cruz on the pole. Daniel in that second place spot. Carter in third. You're going to move up 1 position, Carter. De La Rosa, 5th. Norris is got 4th. Norris going to be on that 5th spot. Steve, you get them where you want them. Can't quite see around that column. Does it look good? Thumbs up. All right, drivers, look alive. Now, what exactly you have to do to look alive, I'm not sure. That's you. You look like a pretty lively bunch to me. Good? Okay. All right, marshal's ready. Driver's ready. On the horn. Good start. A little bit of fumbling, but that was not contact related. So off we go. Off to the early lead is Alex Cruz, but Daniel staying right on him. That's the orange and white car coming down the back straightaway now. Oh, I saw, yep, they came out of it, got right around. Good job. Thank you for moving over. So already such an incredibly good start for those two cars, already going through traffic. When the leaders come up behind you, please move over. Let them through. They are trying to get to the A. Yep. All right, Alex Cruz out front. Daniel second. William up to third. Adam fourth. And McCool's is fifth. 4:10 left to go.
Four minutes left.
So Alex underneath the loop coming through the middle of the track right there in the center. Orange car underneath RCHQ tube down the back straightaway. That is your leader. Thank you for moving over. I believe that was Philip. Appreciate it very much, Philip. Showing some good sportsmanship. And driver acumen, allowing the leader to just go right on through. So Alex with about a 3.7 second lead and looking to make that even more. Wanting to get into the A. Daniel sliding back to about 8 seconds back. So let's see, from Daniel back to third is Carter. Philip, you are 18 seconds behind Daniel. So right now, that 1 and 2 car in those bump spots have quite a bit of padding, but still a full 3 minutes to go. So could be still anyone's race.
3 minutes left.
Alex Cruz setting the pace, runs a 9.6 second lap, 9.5 that time around. So only getting faster. Again, back markers, please let the leaders through. Please let the leaders through. There we go. So Alex is clear. Nothing but track out in front of him as he burns it down the back straightaway through the middle of the track. Here is Daniel. There he is, right there. The silver car coming through the middle, coming up behind Philip. Philip will take it a little wide, let him come right on by. Yep. And there goes Daniel. So Daniel with clear track out in front of him as well. 2 minutes, 15 left. Here's your running order drivers. Alex, you're first. Daniel second. Philip third. William fourth. Adam fifth. Ronnie sitting this one out. Adam Havings tuning on his car over there. So Alex with this. Ready for this? 25-second lead. Alex like, I should have made the A. Daniel 14 seconds ahead of Philip. So Philip closed about 4 seconds in on Daniel. Let's see if he can do any more. So Daniel moving. No, that wasn't Daniel. Okay. We'll call your deltas as you come across the line. William, you're 25 seconds behind Philip. Daniel, 27 seconds behind Alex. Philip, 13 seconds behind Daniel. So Philip continuing to close on Daniel for that second place bump spot. Got it to 14 seconds now. William, you're 26 seconds behind Philip, and Adam about 25 seconds behind William. So
1 minute
pack's
left.
Starting to spread out a little bit. Really the only race on the track is for that number 2 bump spot between Carter and Ayala. Daniel holding them off for now. Philip closing in, 13.2 back
45
now.
seconds left.
Little bit of trouble. That's going to give Daniel some breathing room. A little more trouble. So Philip in that position where he's got to go for it no matter what. which in often cases leads to a few little
30
mistakes.
seconds left.
But it's either that or just settle for third, which he was not willing to do. So Philip really, really pushing it for everything he's got. And, of course, a couple of mistakes will come out of that. Final seconds of this race. Looks like Cruz walked away with a 35-second lead. My goodness. Daniel, 23 seconds ahead of Philip. Next up is our first A main box
William,
stop.
the Texas Timber. Norris done.
You'll be done when you
Alex
cross the
Cruz
line.
done. McCool's done. All drivers are finished.
There you go, and it's
Daniel
a wrap.
Ayala
Good one,
done.
y'all.
The race is completed.
Alex, Daniel, welcome to the A main. Okay, now we're moving into our A's. Had a couple of B's there to knock out real fast. So now it is going to be our box stock A main. Philip Carter, Doug Vaughn, Jamie Clark, Miles St. Louis, and our two bumps from the last race. From the B main, I mean.
Up next, race number 3. Mini Z Kyosho box stock. A main. Race order is McCool's, Doug Vaughn, Jamie Clark with an E, Karate Kid number 5, Ziggy, Mark Pena.
All right, track is closed while we wait for our marshals to get out there. Marshals for this race: Alex Cruz, Daniel, Philip, Norris, Adam,
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Okay, let's do a quick roll call. Alex, where are you at? Alex is there. Daniel, I see you. Philip. Philip, have you made it out there to Marshall yet? Where is Philip? Here he comes. William's already out there. Wait, there he is. Yep. Okay, drivers, take to the track. We have adequate marshalling coverage. Time to get going
Ziggy.
here. Greg, got it checked in. Thank you, Greg. So this is going to be our first
Karate
day.
Kid number 5.
It's a 7-minute
Vaughn.
long race.
Mark Pena, Jamie Clark with an E, McCool's. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Quick minute to introduce our drivers as they're warming up. We've got in our sixth place overall, bumped up from that last race, is Mark Pena, our 5th place driver. Also in that bump spot, Greg Segovia, 4th place qualifier, making this A main. We call him the Karate Kid and a few other things. It's Miles St. Louis. 3rd place, one of my nemesis, is an arch enemies from years gone by. Right now he's saying to himself, I'm really glad that Robbie is not in this race. That's right, it's Jamie Clark. 2nd place, RCHQ's own Douglas Wilson Vaughn, the 3rd. And our top qualifier for today's race, the CEO of Carter Amalgamated Enterprises. That's right, it's Philip McCool Carter. All right, drivers, back straightaway is closed. Line them up. We got Carter on the pole. Adam De La Rosa. Adam. Line them up, buddy. Adam's like, you talking to me? Yes, I am talking to you. Okay, so it's Philip 1st, Doug 2nd, Jamie 3rd, Miles 4th, Greg 5th, Mark 6th. Hey, Mark, or Doug. Okay. Racers ready. Marshall's ready. Good, clean race through the first turn. Here we go, on the horn. That's it. We have got a race. Little contact after we cleared 2 corners. We're going to let that go. More contact after 3 corners. And it's going to sort itself out. Drivers, you've got 7 minutes. Well, 6:40 something to be exact. But anyways, a lot of racing. Carter, first one across, then Greg, then Miles, then Mark, then Doug, then Jamie. Again, these are our Bach stock cars. Taken out of the box, set of tires, potentially a T-plate, but that is about it. Other than that, if you want to win in this class, you got to drive to it. Very much as close to a spec as there is. The suck corner eating up another couple more cars. We're calling it that because that corner has caught more cars than we can count. So the first minute's in the book. It's Philip out front.
6
Greg
minutes
second.
left.
Miles third. Jamie fourth. Doug fifth. And Mark sixth. We'll let you guys get settled in a little bit. We'll give you some pace details. We'll let you know where you stand on the track. Got a car in its lid right in the middle of the track. Daniel sees it. He's out there, gets him flipped over. Was that our leader? Not sure. Will our leader spend that much time on his lid? We're going to find out here in a second. So we got Carter still out front for the moment. Yep, and Miles second. Doug up to third. Jamie all the way up to fourth. Greg and Mark fifth and sixth respectively. Five full minutes of racing left. So Carter showing some flaws in his racing game out there, allowing Miles. So Miles, you're in second.
Left.
You're only 4 seconds behind Philip. So Miles, oh, we got trouble right here in front of RCHQ Tube. 3 cars involved. And I do believe our leader was in that melee. And he was allowing young Miles St. Louis to move up into first. So it's Miles, Philip, Doug, Jamie, Greg, and Mark. Philip only 1 second back. Shouldn't take him long. But Doug is less than a second behind. So Miles, Philip, Doug, all within a second of each other out there. We'll see how it comes out as they come across the line. They're all due. Here they come. Miles holding on to it. Philip only 3/10 back. And then Doug only 8/10 behind that. So let's see if we can find them out on the track. There they are coming down the back straightaway. It's Miles and Philip with a lap car mixed in there for
4
good
minutes
measure.
left.
Wait, oh, Philip, our second place car, got tunneled by, I might have been third place in him getting together. Yeah, that's second. Oh, Philip, nice move to the inside on Doug. So that's going to keep Philip in second. However, the clock showed Doug only 7/100ths of a second behind him. So there is an incredible race going on coming down the back straightaway. The candy corn looking car, Carter. The silver, Doug, coming through the middle of the track. Love box truck racing's always so close. So it's overall running order drivers. Halfway point. Miles out front, Philip second, Doug third, Jamie fourth, Greg fifth, and Mark is sixth. Trouble right there in the front. Who was it? I might have been. Can't quite tell from here. So Miles leading this thing. He's got a 2.2 second lead over Doug. Jamie up
3
to
minutes
third,
left.
only 1 second behind Doug. We all know the rivalry between Jamie and Doug. Friends off the track, bitter enemies on the track. So Jamie trying to pick Doug off right now. I don't know if he can do it. Doug is a wily, crafty old veteran. All right, so Miles, oh, Doug getting into the lead. So here they come. Let's see if we can find him on the track. Miles coming underneath RCHQ Tube. Doug looks to the inside, makes it stick, but then Miles takes it right back. So really good. There they are. Miles in the green car, Doug in the silver one. Underneath RCHQ Tube, down the back straight. That is car 1 and 2. for position. So Miles, hold him off for now. Green car, black wing. Doug, confident?
2 minutes left.
Content with just shadowing him for right now. Still 2 minutes left to go. They're coming up into a little bit of slower traffic. Good play into this. Oh, Doug, a little bit of trouble. Miles takes a deep breath. He's a fighter, so he's got good cardio, Doug. All right, overall running order, it's Miles out front, Doug second, Phillip third, Jamie fourth, Greg fifth, and Mark sixth. Still lots of close racing on the track. I'll give you guys your intervals as you come through. So Miles, first. Doug, 3.3 seconds back. And Jamie, waiting on Jamie now. There he is. Jamie, you're 5.9 seconds behind Doug. Phillip, showing Phillip to be 14 seconds behind Jamie. So it must have been a disastrous lap. It was a 30-second lap for Carter, allowing Jamie to be solid in that third place.
1 minute left.
Right? Yep. So Miles, Doug pulling back, and there they are, right coming up into some lap traffic. The white car let them through down the back straightaway. Here they come again, those two cars
45
together.
seconds left.
Miles in the green, Doug in the silver, coming through the middle of the track. Looks like they're racing with, can't quite tell, it was Greg. They get through. Thank you, Greg. And here they are. So Miles continuing to hold Doug off
left.
for 30 seconds. Half a second separating the two cars as they came underneath the loop. Underneath RCHQ tube. Trouble right here on the suck corner. It's clear. Okay, Miles, Doug.
15 seconds left.
In the final 15 seconds, this is going to come down to 2 more laps. The green and white car, the silver car down the back straightaway. One slower car in front of them should not be a factor. Miles holding them off. Final lap. Can Miles seal the deal here? Here they come underneath the 192-inch RCHQ
Mark
tube.
Pena done.
Through the chicane, down the back straightaway. That's right,
Jamie Clark with an E done.
Miles, good
number 5
job,
done.
little buddy.
Doug Vaughn done.
What a great piece of driving there, Doug. On him for like half of the race, and he
All
did
drivers are finished.
not crack. Okay, let's get our pictures. Drivers,
completed.
show up. I need Miles, Doug, and Jamie to the winner's circle. Miles, Doug, Jamie, winner's circle. If I can figure out how to get the winner's circle up. Give me a second. Oops. Huh?
Up next, race number 4. Mini Z Superstock. A main. Race order is Ronnie Pena, Joe Moreno, Morgan Smith, Tommy Porfirio, Adrian Jimenez. Two minutes to the start of the race. Adrian Jimenez.
All right, drivers, the track is open. You can take to the track. Could I get somebody over by the small column to fix that little piece of track that's peeled up over there, please? Thank you, Miles. Miles coming off of that triumphant win. Good job, Miles. Man.
Morgan Smith, Ronnie Pena, Joe Moreno. 1 minute to the start of the race. Tommy Porfirio.
All right. So this is our super stock A-Main. Some of these cars are actually, if I'm not mistaken, already running the 2500 kV motor that is in the PN rules, if I'm not mistaken. Might be putting them at a bit of a disadvantage over the folks that are still running the 3500s. But for those of you that don't know, we've got a series coming up where you're going to have to follow those specs. If you don't, you can still drive, but you won't be a candidate or in contention to win the series if you're not following the PN spec. Calling that series the Road to the Worlds. All right, I do have everybody checked in. We've got our marshals in place. And we will go ahead and close the back straightaway. Let's get them lined up. It's going to be our 5th place overall qualifier, Adrian Jimenez. Adrian, that's right, our number 4th qualifier for the day. The wily old veteran himself. That's right, it's Tommy Porfirio. Coming over from the off-road world days in number 3, it is Morgan Smith. He's been on it all day long. Let's see if anybody's got anything for Ronnie. It's Joe Moreno. All right, and then our top qualifier for the day, who has just absolutely been on fire all day long. That's right, it's Ronnie Pena. Okay, drivers, are you ready? Are you looking alive? Marshall's ready? Keep it clean all the way through the first corner, or I will restart it on the horn.
7 minutes left.
And that was a good start. Off they go. Oh, it's real close around the suck corner. Big pile up. 2 cars, 3 cars involved. Doug's there, gets them on their way. And Ronnie waving to the crowd as he checks out front. Ronnie with nothing but open track. He is underneath RCHQ tube down the back straightaway. It's the white car with the blue tail on it. Already coming up into lap traffic. And the super stock. So Ronnie coming up on, not sure who that is. I believe it's Tommy, yeah. So Tommy holding him off. He's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Oh, a little trouble there for Tommy, allowing Ronnie to get by. So he's got 2 back markers down so far. So Ronnie now picking his way through the lineup. Adrian 2nd, Joe 3rd, Tommy 4th, and Morgan is 5th.
Six minutes left.
Okay, yeah, so Tommy coming over from the full 8-scale, 10-scale on-road racing world, trying his hand at Mini Z, making some adjustments. He is going to be definitely a contender here at RCHQ as Tommy gets more and more into more practice with the smaller cars and understands the setup and stuff. So Ronnie out front, believe it or not, he's only got about a 5-second lead over Adrian. So Adrian, who's been quiet all day, getting in there and getting it done when it counts. So there is Adrian down the back straight. He's driving the all-white car coming through the middle, right in front of him on the driver's stand. There he is under RCHQ tube. Second place car coming down the back straight now.
5 minutes left.
So Ronnie extending his lead to 7 seconds. Meanwhile, Joe in 3rd, right there. See him shadowing Adrian. That is for position down the back straight. Car number 2 and 3. Little bit of a bobble for Joe. Allows Adrian to get some breathing room, but Joe going to track him back down. Drivers got 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Overall running order, Ronnie out front. Adrian 2nd. Joe 3rd, Tommy 4th, Morgan 5th. Pace details are as followed. Right now, Ronnie, 7.2 seconds ahead of Adrian. Joe, only 1.3 seconds behind Adrian. Morgan adjusting his radio. Something wrong with the with the Smith car. Well, might have been a little trouble for Adrian. I think it is, and that should put
4 minutes left.
Joe up into second. Adrian third, only 4.5 seconds back. So Adrian still in contention. 3 minutes, 53 seconds left to go. In a day full of racing, 3 qualifiers now onto our A mains. Everybody getting their $20 worth today. Very, very inexpensive to race here at Rolling Oaks Mall. So Ronnie, fast lap of the race so far by Ronnie is a 10.526. Joe, however, has the fastest lap of the race at 10.347. A little trouble right here in front of the loop. I believe that might have actually even been the leader. So Ronnie not getting away. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Ronnie might be running that new 2500 kV motor spec'd out for... Paul, is he?
3 minutes left.
Okay, so I am correct. This just in. Ronnie is running the newer, slower 2500 kV motor, which is, I think some of the other guys are still running their 3000s or 3500s. So Ronnie doing an excellent job of staying ahead of them with a somewhat handicapped car. However, he is within the P-Inspec rules, which is what's going... No boost in the timing, so he's not doing it. So Ronnie running completely legit out there, setting himself up for the big November race, where that is going to be exactly how the cars have to be set up. So Ronnie getting a good head start. So he's out front, about 6.5 seconds ahead of Joe. Adrian, you're in third, 7.4 seconds behind Joe. Tommy, 49 seconds back from that. And then Morgan, Morgan is just not really scoring or something. Morgan's in chill mode up there. He's just kind of watching.
2 minutes left.
Cheering on his favorite driver. Okay, less than 2 minutes left to go. Oh, a little trouble for Tommy. Gets it sorted out. Okay, and Ronnie's lead whittling down just a little bit. Joe not letting him get away. 6 seconds back. Ronnie through the middle, coming up right in the center of the track in this Matsushima design circuit, being used in Maryland as we speak for the East Coast Regionals at RC Underground. Minute and a half left to go. It's Ronnie, Joe, Adrian, Tommy, and Morgan. Settling into a good pace. Unless something catastrophic happens, we could very well finish in this order. Adrian, seeing if he can't close on Joe a little bit. Got a podium spot. Ronnie, Joe, Adrian, Tommy,
1 minute left.
Morgan, running order inside a minute. This race looking like it's all but settled.
$45 seconds left.
All right, Tommy being very sportsman, waiting until there was nobody coming by to back up off of that bumper. Thank you, Tommy. It's Ronnie out front, now extending his lead to 12 seconds. However, Adrian still trying to
30
close
seconds
on
left.
Joe. Only 3.4 seconds back now. Right in, he was in a situation that he's still going to hold on to third, but Adrian pushing it
15
hard
seconds left.
to try to run down Joe. You get yourself in that situation where you've got a choice, push it or stay where you're at, and he pushed it. Final seconds.
Joe Moreno done. Tommy Porfirio done. Ronnie Pena done. All drivers are finished.
Excellent.
Adrian Jimenez
and
done.
it is a wrap.
The race is
Well
completed.
done, gentlemen. Good race. I need to see Ronnie, Joe, and Adrian in the winner's circle.
Up next, race number 5. Mini Z Pan Car. A main. Race order is Alex Soto, Alex Cruz, Brian Fong, Paul, P2, Paris, Joe Moreno, Chris, Kemper. Two minutes to the start of the race. One minute to the start of the race. Brian Fong.
Okay, driver's track is open.
Alex Cruz.
This is our Mini Z Pan Car A main, race number 5 of 7.
Paul, P2, Paris. Alex Soto.
Drivers warming up. We'll do our driver intros as we do. 6th place qualifier overall in this race. No stranger to A mains, running the fastest laps of the day in many of the classes. It's right, it's Chris. Return of the Mac, Kemper. 5th place was just in that last race. You saw him putting on an excellent display of driving.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Joe Moreno. Number 4, formerly known as a Pimp Master, now just we call him P2. Our 4th place qualifier is Paul Perez. Number 3, been running strong all day. Even
Joe
stronger
Moreno.
as the day goes on. Our 3rd place overall qualifier, Brian Fong. Then our number 2, in the battle of the Alexes, we've had dual Alexes or co-Alexes going all day. So far, it is in 2nd place, it's Alex Cruz. And our top qualifier for the day, sitting on the pole, the number 1 Alex of the day. That's right, it is Alex Soto. All right, let's line them up. Can I get somebody over there to make sure, Chris, Adrian, are they okay the way they're, I can't see past the column. They're good? Chris, you like it? You good? How come you're not in this race? You broke. Oh, that took you out, huh? Okay,
1
Chris'
minute to
car
the
got
start of the
broken in
race.
half, basically. Okay, drivers, are you ready? Marshals, are you ready? 7 minutes of racing, clean start. Here we go. And that is as clean of a start as we've seen all day. Very well done in these ridiculously fast pan cars. And okay, so Alex Soto out front underneath RCHQ tube, down the back straight in a almost. He bicycles it around that first corner. But Alex Cruz, look at that, staying right on him. Look at that pack of cars. 1, 2, and 3. Alex and Brian coming through the middle. One little bit might have been, it was. He's got it sorted out. So Alex Cruz taking over from Alex Soto. So the battle of the Alexes, they're switching positions as they come down the front straightaway right here in front of us. So, a little bit, just the tiniest little bit.
6
of a
minutes
bobble,
left.
but still going. Oh, got somebody up into the bumper. And clear. All right, overall running order drivers with the first minute down. It's Alex Cruz first, Paul Paris second, Alex Soto third, Brian fourth, Joe fifth, Chris with the broken in half car. It's not really broken in half, but it sounds good. Okay, still, everybody still running pretty tight here. Paris out in the lead. So, P2 sneaking off into the lead. There he is coming into the middle of the track. Really no one in front of him. Dangerous place to be with Paul. Nothing but clear track out in front of him. Down the back straightaway. So Paul puts down a 9.558 lap. Alex Cruz, your fast lap, 9.53. Brian, a 9.6. Alex, a 9.7. And Joe, a 9.8. So if you ain't in the running mid-nines, you don't belong in this class from the looks of it.
5 minutes left.
2 down, 5 to go. Paris, Cruz, Fong, Soto, Moreno is your running order. All right, so Paul starting underneath RCHQ tube, down the back straightaway. Still got a lot of open track in front of him. So Paul right now, 1.1 second lead. I'm sorry, not just changed to a 2.5. Brian on the move. So Brian hugging right up to Alex Cruz. We got trouble over in the sweeper. Adams right there. Nope, that was Ronnie. Gets them sorted out. So might have a little bit of a change in positions. Let's see. So it's Paul still out front. Brian 4.6 seconds back. Alex Soto back up to third, only 2.6 seconds back. Alex Cruz 2 seconds behind Alex Soto. So 4 minutes of racing, still anyone's race.
4 minutes
Paul
left.
trying to get away. There he goes through the middle of the track. Paul with a 9, what did he run that time? A 9.7. So Paul still clicking off fast laps. He is getting shadowed by Alex Cruz, currently in 4th place. So Paul, your leader. Brian up to 2nd, Alex 3rd. So Brian only 5.6 seconds behind Paul, and Alex right on Brian. Let's see if we can find out where they are on the track. Okay, Paul underneath RCHQ tube. Now, there he goes, down the back straight. Our 2nd place car, Alex Soto. Here he is underneath RCHQ tube, down the back straight. So Alex,
3 minutes
clean
left.
track in front of him, now up into 2nd place. So he's 6 seconds behind Paul. Let's see. He's got 3 minutes if Alex can close in on the leader. Meanwhile, Brian 3rd, 2 seconds behind Alex. Alex Cruz is 4th, 3 seconds behind Brian. So still really close. Okay, Paul extending his lead, 7.2 seconds. So Alex, open track in front of him. Can he take advantage of it? Paul dealing with traffic. And Paul has gotten clear. All right, let's see what happens as they come across this time. We've got, there's Paul, puts down a 10.1 in traffic. All right, now we're looking for Alex, 5.4. So Alex is closing on him ever so slightly. Meanwhile, Brian not letting either of them go. 2 minutes. Running order, Paul first, Alex second, Alex Soto second, Brian third, Alex
2 minutes left.
Cruz fourth, and Joe is fifth. Yay, 1.5. There goes Paul, puts down a 10.0. Alex Soto puts down a 9.9. So that really not much of a difference, maybe a tenth or so. Okay, Paul off the track, luckily lands right at the Snig's feet. Snig throws him right back out onto the track. Is going to cost him a little bit of time. Let's see if Alex can. There he goes. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I've got some ridiculous McAfee thing in my way. There we go. It's out of there. Okay, so Alex Soto had closed it up to 2 seconds with that little bit of Here they come. This is going to be for position. It is Alex taking over the lead. He's got 6/10 as they went under that time. Here they come.
1 minute left.
Okay, Alex starting to put on the gas. He puts in a 9.6 to Paul's 11.2. Gives him a 2-second lead on that lap. Inside a minute, it's Soto
left.
first, Paris third, Fong third, Cruz fourth, Marino fifth. Great race, you guys. Man, this one's been a blast. Soto. Paul, okay, so Paul reeling him back in, only 1.5
30
seconds
seconds
out.
left.
Alex down the back straight. Paul down the back straight. So it's going to come down to this, 18 seconds. That's going to give them at least
15
two
seconds
more
left.
laps. So Soto coming underneath RCHQ tube. Down the back straight. There's Paul right there behind him, coming through the middle of the track. Car 1 and 2 right down the center underneath RCHQ tube. Horn sounded. It's going to come down to this. Alex
Brian Fong
holds
done.
him off. So Alex Soto come
done.
from behind,
Paul,
win
P2,
over Paul.
Paris done.
6/10
Joe
of
Marino
a
done.
second.
All
Wow.
drivers
Alex
are
Cruz
finished.
comes in third.
Alex
Brian
Cruz
fourth.
done.
And
The
Joe.
race is completed.
Very respectable 6th place finish. Excellent run, drivers. That was fun. All right, see ya. I need Alex Soto, Paul Paris, and Alex Cruz to the winner's circle.
Up next, race number 6. Mini Z Stock. A main. Race order is Alonzo Taylor, Mark Pena, Karate Kid number 5, Doug Vaughn, Terry Callow, Ronnie Young.
Whew, all right. Okay, drivers, we'll get our marshals out there. I do know we've got a couple of back-to-backs. And this is our stock
2
class.
minutes to
This
the
is
start of the
the
race.
class where they're all up there talking each other. You know what they're saying to each other right now? They're going, man, I'm glad Robbie's RD in this race and he's not out here with us. So, drivers, you are welcome to take to the track. Warm them up. Taylor, Pena, St. Louis, Vaughn,
Alonzo
Callow,
Taylor.
and Young.
Mark Pena, Karate Kid number 5, Terry Callow, Doug Vaughn, Ronnie Young.
Guys have a full minute left in your warm-up.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
He's like, blood clot? Anybody? No? All right, for anybody watching, this is our stock class. What makes them stock? Well, basically you take a box stock car and you can make modifications to it. One of the first mods we all make is a better radio system. Increases incredibly your connection with the car. Also, you're allowed to go to a LiPo battery for now, but that is getting changed to AAAs. These cars are also brushless. And they are just a lot better handling than a box stock car, but not considerably faster. Drivers in this race,
1
our
minute to the
6th
start of the
place
race.
qualifier, New to the Mini Z Racing, but no stranger to RCHQ. He's been around for a long time. Ronnie Young. 5th place, making the move up from future champions, which is sad we didn't have a future champions class today. That's right, it is. Moving up into stock, Terry Callow. We've seen him up here before. He's a fixture here and an employee at RCHQ, Douglas Vaughn. And the winner of that other action-packed race where he picked it off and handled the pressure, number 3 qualifier, Miles St. Louis. Number 2 qualifier, running very strong today, Mark Pena. And then our top qualifier sells a T-Max, a Bandit, a Rustler, and a couple of completer packs. And as soon as he gets that done, he comes out here and TQs. That's right, RCHQ's own Alonzo Taylor. All right, we've got them lined up, ready to go. Okay. All right, drivers, look alive. No more alive than that. Okay, now you look pretty alive. Okay. Sorry, Clint, I'm picking on you if you're listening. Hang on, let me find my mouse. Marshall's ready? Drivers ready? On the horn. Okay, that would be a restart. Who was that in number 3? Restart. It's okay, we'll restart it. I just saw the number 3 car blow past the entire field. All right, let's line them back up. Alonzo, ask Mark if he needs a signal. Do you need? You good? You good? Okay. All right. Line them back up, drivers. I think Alonzo made a pretty good, valid claim that he was not asleep on that start. Okay. All righty. Oh, yep. Okay, here we go. We're going to try that again. Alonzo, get back. Okay, here we go. On the horn. That was better. Good, clean stuff. Oh, my God. All right, one more time. One more restart. One more. Then we will penalize. So we're going to call that one. Definitely that car from the rear came up and took out a car. That's not fair. Line them up. Line them up. One more restart, guys. And if not, I'm going to have Miles start kicking people. Okay. Miles, you ready to kick someone if they mess this up? Okay, Miles like, I will absolutely kick you. Okay, drivers, are you ready? Oh, no, we're not. Okay. How's it look, Brian? Good to go? All right, here we go, drivers. On the horn. We've done it. All right. It looked like a good start to me. At least we made it to the first corner. We're going. Race number 6 of 7 as we wrapping up this absolutely spectacular day here in South Texas. One of those days where you go, yeah, that's why I live here. Not one of those 190-degree days going, why do I live here? So it's Alonzo, first one across. Then Miles, then Doug, then Terry, Mark, and Ronnie. Miles out front. Somebody getting topless out there. Another one rolled, landed back on its wheels. Okay, this battle. We got 2 white cars coming down the back straightaway. I believe that would be Alonzo and
6
Miles.
minutes
So
left.
Miles edging Alonzo out. There was only 3/10 between them when they came across. They're coming up into traffic, and it looks like Miles, yep, he held him off for that lap. So Miles, wait a minute. We've got trouble with the leaders. It looks like Alonzo, yep, Alonzo got out unscathed. Miles is a little bit back. So there is Alonzo across first. Miles 2 seconds back. So you can tell Miles he's got like a blue roof on his car. Alonzo, I think, might be all white. Maybe white with a black top. Can't quite tell. Okay, Miles, 2.7 seconds back. Meanwhile, Mark Pena. Okay, everybody bunched up in the middle of the track. And one of them gets into another car, T-bones it, plows right on through, keeps going. 5 minutes left. Running order
5 minutes
is
left.
Alonso first, Miles second, Mark third, Doug fourth, Ronnie fifth, and Terry sixth. We'll get you guys some intervals as we settle in just a little bit here. So Alonso down the back straightaway got one slower car. Alonso picking through that traffic brilliantly. Good job, Alonso. Underneath RCHQ tube down the back straight. So Alonso starting to get some breathing room. There he goes underneath the loop now. We'll see how far Miles is back. Miles is 4.7 seconds back. So Alonso in good position here, but a lot of racing left to go. Fast lap of the race set by Mark Pena at 12.2. Alonso, your fast lap was also a 12.2. Miles a 13.0. Doug a 13.2. Ronnie a 15.5.
4 minutes
and
left.
Terry a 15.1. Overall running order. Alonso out front, Mark second, Miles down to third as Mark takes away that second spot. Doug fourth, Terry fifth, and Ronnie is our sixth place driver. Okay. We are just past the halfway point. Alonso enjoying, and he is literally enjoying, a 15-second lead over Miles. And Miles holding on to that solid second spot, about 14 seconds
3
ahead of
minutes
Mark.
left.
Doug only 8 seconds behind Mark. So right now, really the closest race on the track is for that third place podium spot between Mark and Doug. Let's see if Doug closed in on him any at all. 5.3 he has. So Doug Vaughn, the man on the move right now, closing in on Mark. Two and a half minutes left to go. Alonso runs a 12.5 that time around. Miles a 13.6. Alonso extending his lead out to about 17 seconds. Let's see where Mark is. He's 21 seconds back. Meanwhile, okay, nope, Doug taking over that third place spot from Mark. So Doug making the move. So a big pack of cars. A couple of them managed to get together back here, inevitably. So
2 minutes left.
2 minutes. Alonso first, Miles second, Doug third, Mark fourth, Terry fifth, and Ronnie sixth. Minute 30. Pretty much unchanged. Starting to get into a bit of a pattern here. However, Mark not allowing Doug to get comfortable in third spot, taking it back. So those two continuing to fight for that podium. Mark and Doug, third spot. More trouble right here in front of race management. That corner has been a extremely challenging part of the track. So as we come inside, or coming down to the final minute, Alonso with a 26-second lead
1
over
minute left.
Miles. Mark 28 seconds back from them in third. Doug now 15 seconds behind Mark. Terry a minute 48, and Ronnie 23. Oh, looking like Doug has come kind of an equipment issue with his
45
car.
seconds left.
Coming down off the driver's stand. Yep, something wrong with the Vaughn machine. 35 seconds left. Looks like she's going to wrap up in this order.
30 seconds left.
And again, at this time, while they've had a chance to think about it, all drivers thankful that I'm not out there. Don't know what that means. So here we go.
15
Alonso,
seconds
Miles,
left.
Mark, Doug still holding on to fourth. Let's see if Terry can't take that fourth place spot away. Good to see Terry out there running stock, doing pretty darn well. Same with Ronnie. Ronnie doing great. Just now starting out in Mini Z in a very competitive class. You'll be done when you cross the line.
Ronnie Young done. Terry Callow done. Mark Pena done. Karate Kid number 5 done.
Alonzo, you lost a tire?
All drivers are finished.
So Alonzo, three-legged dogging
Alonzo Taylor done.
across the loop.
The race is completed.
I need to see Alonzo, Miles, and Mark Pena in the winner's circle. All right. Hey, making a little announcement. Ethan Martinez, the champ, just won A1 stock in the PN Regional, East Coast Regional, over to RC Underground. Way to go, Ethan.
Up next, race number 7. Mini Z Open. A main. Race order is Chris Kemper, Alex Soto, Brian Fong, Paul, P2, Paris, Alex Cruz, Daniel Ayala.
What was it?
2 minutes to the start of the race.
All right, drivers, track is open. The track is open. Got about a minute and a half left in practice. Track is open.
Daniel Ayala, Paul, P2, Paris, Chris Kemper.
And this is the last race of
1 minute to the
the
start of
racing
the
day
race.
today. Track will remain open for practice if you want to stay in practice. Kemper, Paris,
Alex Cruz,
Danny checked
Brian
in.
Fong.
Only one I missed now is Alex Soto, and he's on his way.
Alex Soto.
Okay, we do have everybody checked in.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Hey, Nicholas Kugel, can you hear me? Do you know we started doing the mini four-wheel drive racing again? We started it last Friday. Yeah, so June 2nd. Friday, June 2nd is the next one. Bring the boys for sure, okay? Yeah, all right. Okay. All right, guys, you ready? Okay, we'll do some quick driver introductions. Our number 6 place overall. Jamie, take care, man. All right. Number 6 overall was Daniel Ayala. And you're running strong today. Keep your eye on that guy. Number 5, qualifier. He's been in a couple of races today. He's running very well today. Alex Cruz. Number 4 position. P2, that's right, Paul Paris. Also been running really strong
1 minute to the start
today.
of the race.
Brian Fong in third. Never count this guy out. He is putting in the work. That's right, it's Alex Soto, our number 2 qualifier. And our top qualifier on the pole position, always known for the fastest lap. That's right, it's return to the mat, Chris Kempfer. All right, drivers, you ready? Marshals, are you ready? Okay, we are going to get this thing started here within the next 5 seconds on the horn.
7 minutes left.
All righty, we're going with it. We're good. Keep going. We're good. That one car stuffed the corner, but the other one managed to plow through him, so I'm going to let it go. Chris out front, Brian, Paul, Daniel, Alex. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think he's broke. Good job, Alonso. Gets him out of there before the pack mows him down. So it's Chris, Brian, Paul, Daniel, Alex, and Soto with a catastrophic equipment failure. All right, so Chris out front with not much of a lead. It's pretty close. Way too close to call. Anybody's race, especially in the back of the pack. Get him, Miles. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Miles. Miles, I ain't losing a
6
finger.
minutes left.
Yeah, something loose on the body. Oh, Alex. Yeah, Alex will get him sorted out. Get back out there and get some laps in. So, Chris, starting to build a little bit of a lead in the early stages of this, showing about 3.8 over Brian, but no real much of a difference between Brian and Paul. Got a car in his lid. Alex is there. Sorry, Alex, but Miles is there again. And we'll let him kind of settle in a little bit. Paul and Brian through the middle of the track. That's 1 and 2 underneath RCHQ tube. Right through the middle of the track. There they go. So, Paul, right there, behind Brian in this open class. A little bit of contact there, I think.
5 minutes left.
Looked like a little trouble for Paul. Couldn't quite tell. So, Chris out front, 2.6 seconds. So, Brian not letting him get away. Chris down the back straightaway, coming up the middle of the track. Underneath RCHQ tube. Looking for a way around right now. So it's Chris out front, Brian second, Alex Cruz third, Paul down to fourth, Daniel fifth, and Alex still, I'm not sure he's going to get this sorted out. Something, body post, body mount, something like that. Body not staying on, probably from that first lap collision. Okay, so 244 down, 444 to go. Chris, fast lap of the race. Chris runs a 9.1. But to me, that means he's got an 8-second lap.
4 minutes left.
Chris, the green car underneath RCHQ tube, down the back straightaway. Let's see what he puts down this time. 9.3. So yet another blazing fast lap for Chris. See if he can't get it into the 8s. 9.2, heading that way. So Brian, meanwhile, 6 seconds back in second spot. Alex right on Brian. There is only 0.4 of a second between those two cars. We'll see if we can find him on the track. Here we go down the middle. Little bit of separation. Yep, about 2.4. Meanwhile, Paul in fourth. Daniel in fifth. Alex down off the stand. We got another submarine. The final time tonight, me and Doug are going to be working on getting these corners bolted down a little better. Going to have to fabricate something to hold them down. And it is Kemper out front, 8.4 second lead, 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes left.
And then Alex Cruz, 5.3 seconds behind Brian in third. Meanwhile, Paul, 5.9 behind Alex in fourth. Daniel, about 44 seconds back behind those cars. So if that didn't come out, it's Chris, you're out front, Brian second, Alex Cruz third, Paul fourth, Daniel fifth. Everybody's starting to get a little spread out. Not much, though. That second, Alex Cruz only 4.6 seconds behind Brian. So that third, fourth, and fifth spot still open. Chris with about a 10-second lead. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. Chris fast lap, 9.115. Runs a 9.2 that last time around. There's a 10.6. So Chris slowing down
2 minutes
ever
left.
so slightly. And might be, let's see. No, yeah, was dealing with some traffic. Does have a little bit of clear track out in front of him. Oh, a little trouble for him on the inside corner. That's going to hurt him a little second or so anyhow. See if Brian can manage to take advantage of it. You're waiting for Brian. 8.4, so no real improvement for Brian. Meanwhile, Alex Cruz, you're only 3 seconds behind Brian. So Alex, still there. Back to Paul is about 11 seconds. So that's battle for second place, pretty tight. Brian, second place, only 8.7 seconds behind Chris. So staying together with still a full minute 15 left to go. So Chris into a little bit of traffic. Down the back straight. Brian pulls within 9 seconds. Alex 4 seconds behind Brian.
1 minute left.
Thank you, Miles. Inside a minute. Oh, trouble for the leader. Gets stuck on a pipe and then gets collected.
45 seconds left.
Gets clear. He's out of it. Final 45 seconds. See if that tightened things up a little bit. Alex Cruz, you're 7 seconds behind Brian. Brian, 11 seconds behind Chris.
30 seconds left.
Out there. The leader is involved. He gets it sorted out. See what's going to happen here is they come up underneath the loop. So there's the leader. Then waiting on second. Second only 4.9 seconds back. So Brian trying to reel in Chris. 10 seconds left to go. 3, 2, Chris makes it. There's
Alex
the horn.
Cruz
They
done.
sneak underneath it.
Paul, P2, Paris done.
Okay, so
done.
Chris holds them off
Daniel
by
Ayala done.
4.2
Alex
seconds.
Soto done.
Alex only 6
All
seconds
drivers
behind
are
them.
finished.
So 7
Chris,
minutes of
Kemper
racing,
done.
all to finish
The race
up
is
within 10
completed.
seconds of each other. Well done, drivers. I'd like to see Chris Kemper, Brian Fong, and Alex Cruz in the winner's circle. I'd like to thank everybody for showing up and supporting our racing program today. We've got this one in the books. We're going to leave the track set up most of next week, so plenty of practice time available for you Mini Z racers here. And for those of you joining us online, thanks and peace.